What's up, Dallas? It's your girl, Rachel. I have another special, amazing guest here in my studio, Jabaah the Creator. How are you?
What's up, guys? I'm Jabaah. I'm feeling great. Happy to be here. Blessed to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, for braving the cold to be in this studio today. So I would like to know, and the viewers would like to know, who is Jabaah the Creator?
Jabaah the Creator is technically me. It's also a skate brand and, someone who puts on for the community. I started really small, with a small idea in my head, like, will I get to this level one day where I'm wearing this outfit or doing something crazy for the audiences?
Mm-hmm.
I've always been an entertainer and a performer. So I finally have been able to do what Jabaah the Creator wanted to do originally, which is give back to the community, the skate community.
Mm-hmm.
Accomplished a lot in that.
Mm-hmm. So I know you're very passionate about the skate community, and you were discussing a little bit behind the scenes that Texas is starting to embrace the skater community.
Yeah.
But you kind of want to bring that out in DFW. So tell me about that.
Yeah, so the skate scene, you can hear skaters from Michigan or Idaho or anywhere, other states. The only real states that kind of, thrive with skateboarding right now is California, Texas, and New York, and Oklahoma. There's definitely some like hidden gems like Philadelphia, but as far as like the skate culture coming together and thriving, that's one of the most important things, because it can die really quick. It can just be a dead scene where everybody does show up. You start off skateboarding for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
number one. And that's kind of why us skaters are a little bit unique, because it's a self-thriving sport. Like, you don't need friends to skate, but we do love to skate with each other. But we all kind of start off the idea that we just go, learn, fail. And
Mm-hmm.
most of the time we're falling off of a skateboard just to succeed. That's our main goal, is to succeed through failing.
Right.
So we just we branch off a little bit different from the normal communities, and I feel like normal societal ways. One of the worst parts about skateboarding is just going to a building and for 5 minutes you skate and you're trying to trick, and then you get kicked out because some guy just doesn't want you skating there, and he's like, all right, I'm getting security, and now they all cause a scene or whatever, like, and it's weird because all of us skaters know we're not going to sue that building. We're not going to, if we break our leg, we will just go home on that broken leg. Like, who cares? That was our fault. But they're all worried that we are going to sue the building for skateboarding on their property,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a liability and insurance and all that.
Right.
But yeah.
So I know just from watching like social media and all that kind of stuff, just being in school and, us being young, being in high school or whatever, like there were people who were wanting to skateboard all the time. It's just a way of relieving some, like, us teenagers, they always skated to deal with their emotions. Like it's a way of doing some kind of release.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, the society didn't really receive them as kids that really needed help. It was more like kids that are trying to be troublemakers.
That's right.
That's the stigma that's behind the skater boy stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I would like you to explain why this type of community is not that, why there's so much more to embrace.
Correct. And you can start that way. You can very much well just be a skater that's very emotional in high school, and you live off of skateboarding and you're emotional. But I just wanted to do it. I had fun doing it, and getting kicked out sucked or whatever, but I always was like the bad kid that would just run away and yell at them at the same time, and I didn't care. I was like a hooligan back then. But we do start off in all different branches, but nonetheless, skateboarders are a different type of human, because our goal is to succeed through failure. And, I've talked to like people where adversity hits them and, about troubles and events. And to me, I'm just like, don't give up, keep pushing through it. And, 9 times out of 10, they're giving up, and it just baffles me and confuses me. And I grew to learn that us skaters grew on that, where we love failure. We seek it to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We seek it to become better at skateboarding, even at a young age. And a lot of us know that, but many of us continue skateboarding and never branch it into different aspects of life, like business or, whatever it is they want to start, photography, a podcast. And to that, I just hope to spread the message that, all of us come from seeking failure to learn, and that can be brought to you in sales. It can be brought to you in every aspect of your life. You just got to morph it to the other side and be willing to push through, just like you do with your kickflip down an 8 stair. You don't land it first try, you're going to try it again, and you're going to try it again and again, and finally you land it out of one of the tries, and maybe you have a bruised heel on the way there, and it's a blessing in your brain. It's like, it's how we all achieve our goals. When you achieve it, you feel the serotonin or the dopamine release.
Like I did that. I really did that. I practiced it so much, I perfected it, kind of thing.
Yes. And you can be good at a kickflip and like have it on lock, but as soon as you try to do it down an 8 stair and you're just looking at the distance you have to go and the air time, you're floating in the air, it can like throw you out of whack because of the fear aspect of it. And most skaters are like, just pretend you're on flat ground, pretend like you're riding on the ground, and it's normal. And that just comes and goes, 'cause you'll snap right back into fear just like that. It's boom, like you got to warm yourself up again, get hot again, and heart races again. You just full send it finally. And that's how I work. I am the one that warms up to trying the trick. Some people are just like, they don't care. They're going to full send it first try because they want it done, over with. And I'm just blown away by that. I don't know how they do that, but I love it and I respect it. It's awesome to watch, But skateboarders are a little bit unique when it comes to failure and, not being just the emotional type, but I feel like they're the best employee you can hire as long as they didn't quit skateboarding, of course. Somebody that you talk to that's like, I tried it once and I fell and it sucked. And it's like, well, that person wasn't made for skateboarding. And people aren't made for everything. But skateboarders are a different type of breed that just never quits. It's like somebody that just stands in front of pain, and nobody wants to stand in front of something that never gives up. Right. So that's a really good employee if you can employ them.
I get that. And they have a certain way of dealing with their emotions too. I have a friend of mine that I used to work with at my old location, and he was a skater at heart, and just like every moment that he got the chance to skate, he would skate. And he was like the most chill, most coolest person. But it's like as soon as he was to start talking about skating, it was like that passion, that light up in his eyes. It was so cool just to watch him talk about it.
Right. That's right. That's how I feel sometimes. Man, and I'll flip my phone, I'll flip like a tech deck, and I'll just keep thinking about it. I can't get it off my mind sometimes. And
that's really fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool thing to be a part of, because I started like whenever I was 13, which feels late. Like I wish I was 6 years old when I started skating. I probably would be pro now. But I started at 13. 3 years later, I broke my ankle and my leg, and never the same. So jumping off of stairs is scary. I can still do it. Doing tricks downstairs terrifies me because of the one time that I did break my leg, and it's just like, kickflip, heel flip. That's about it. I can tray flip downstairs, just probably not an 8 stair. That's right. It's like going the limit right there. 7, probably a little bit more mellow. It's like right on the threshold of like, can I do it or not? But yeah.
But your persistence and your endurance, the pain, the process, like your mental status, that's just those things that make you very unique in your community.
Right.
So I love that. And I thank you for sharing all that with me. But I also want to talk to you about your Instagram, that you're giving back to people in the community.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's a rough journey because, I feel like they all deserve it. I do. And I want to keep doing it. I just think, it can also be seen as like, from the one giving, which I love giving. I love to give. I actually, embrace that. I think people should always learn to give. Like if you make 100,000 in a year, 10,000 of that should go to people that need it or something you support every year, and it's just that 10% rule where as long as you're giving back and doing the right thing, in my eyes, it was giving to the skate community that I wanted to grow. I wanted to prosper. And, you know, my eyes, I saw it as ungrateful for a little bit, but then at the end of the day, it's like, I'm the one recording this. I'm the one giving back money. So like, I'm the one doing all of this. It's like, I don't think anybody's ungrateful. You can definitely go through the motions of like, here I am giving to people that probably don't even need it. You know what I mean? But then they're like, they have belief in something, and that belief is strong because there's so many influencers out there right now that are technically doing the same thing with college campuses or whatever. And here I am, probably the first one trying to do it with skateboarding, with a character that I've pretty much created for everybody to admire in that sense. And, you know, I have no problem with doing it. I enjoy doing it. It's all self-funded. I, you know, do have a really reliable place that I work at that helps me fund this. And, you know, I also have other places that I also have streams of income coming in from, where it's like, why not give some of my money back to the skating community? And recently, that's why I had the idea to get 1,000 skateboards and try and start some kind of program for all the elementary schools for skateboarding. So that way, you know, people aren't, you know, unknowing. Like, the whole state can know that skateboarding is a big, thriving community.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand that 100%. So I admire you for that. I kudos to you for wanting to do something like that, give back to the community and bring awareness. I think it's great because I don't think a lot of people are aware that there is such a dynamic skating community out there. But if kids could do something to take them away from the negative things that are on the street, I think that's really what the kids are going to need.
Right.
And for you being that outlet that they would probably have in the future to learn how to skate and put their energy in a positive way, I think that would be great. Should be received pretty well.
Correct. Yeah. And I totally believe in that. That's why I'm like, if I can find all the Shane O'Neills that live in Dallas, Texas right now, just because I started a school program. And whenever I say Shane O'Neill, that guy's like from Australia, super pro, like not human at all, you know? We have some of those kids right now just chilling in a classroom that don't need to be doing school. They could be pro skating for SLS right now. You know?
Right.
And they could be shaping their body and learning all the tricks and getting good at it. It's just, have they heard about it? Do their parents care about skateboarders? Do their parents think skateboarding is like illegal and bad and drug doers, you know? And most of us don't even do drugs. A lot of us just skate because it's fun and we love it, you know.
It's relaxing to you.
Yeah,
absolutely. Now I want to ask you, for all of our viewers out there, we don't have a lot of time left, but I do want to ask you, who is your skater idol?
Probably because growing up I was so young, and it's just a weird story. I don't even I was like 14 whenever I discovered that one of the locals here, I'll just mention him. His name's Riker. Lived right down the street from me. He was really good at skating, like unbelievably good, kind of like Shane O'Neill status, and could backside, front big spin board slide, like nothing on any handrail. Like, he just did so many tricks, and it just looks easy to him. But he was kind of my idol just because I knew he lived close and he skated a lot of the spots that I skated. When he stopped, I started, kind of deal. And I was just going street skating. I was skating everywhere to find all these street spots. And yeah, you know, I looked up to him for a while. Recently, I did put him in a game of skate against one of my childhood friends, which I thought was kind of crazy because it's like my idol versus a childhood skateboarding friend I grew up with. It was a weird game, and of course Riker won. I felt kind of bad. It was for $300, and everybody was like, "Why you putting, you know, this skater against Shane O'Neill?" And I was like, "Man, these are my people. Like, I love them, you know." And I just wanted to see them like interact and have a good time, and that was the goal. And it happened. They did have a good time, and you know, I pray for Riker. I think Riker's doing pretty good. I love him.
That's amazing. For our viewers out there, can you tell them your social media?
Jabaah, Jabaah.
Awesome. Y'all please go like, subscribe, follow him. He is all about everything that he does for the skater community. And we really, really want you to be able to see this interview, share it, like it. Go follow What's Up Dallas Magazine on social media as well. Thank you all for watching.